Barak Yahuah family, this is the day that he has made. Be glad and rejoice in it. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to talk about this list right here. So you might have to zoom in a lot on this video, but I just want to talk about this while I'm going down the road. But in the Bible, it says, and save this video, by the way, because I'm on my last X, if we're going to say it like that, and I don't want you guys to lose access to this content revelation. But it says in the Bible, in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3, that a prudent man foresees trouble and takes precautions. Now, I believe fully in the term the Most High gave this to me, I believe, that spiritual awareness leads to physical preparedness. See, in the days of Joseph, right, his divine, like literally his spiritual awareness led to physical preparedness. And see, I believe fully in getting resources. Why? Because Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3, a prudent man foresees trouble and takes precautions. If we know this famine is coming, if we know all these things are on the way, we should get resources. Why should we get resources? Not just because of ourselves, because the Bible says not to worry about tomorrow, but because it can be used as a testimony to others who the Most High brings to us at this time. Now, when the time of the collapse comes, it is not time to, you understand what I'm saying, like try to get everybody and get them to understand what's going on. But the Most High is probably going to, at some point, might bring someone to you or might use you to minister to others. And at that time, your resources could be a point of ministry, just like it was for Joseph back in his day. And Noah, Hebrews 11:7, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, moved with godly fear, prepared an ark in which he condemned the world, or made an ark for the saving of his household, in which he condemned the world and became an heir of righteousness. Right? So Noah's divine warning came with physical instructions to build an ark. And all praises to the Most High Yahuah for all of you who are leading people to the ark of Yahushua HaMashiach, right? And so with that being said, if you were in the city when the collapse happens, you have about 3 days maximum, maybe 2, maximum 3 days to get out, to move wherever you're going to move, to get wherever you're going to go. And also, so the best thing that I advise is everything on here, especially get toothpaste, get everything that's essential to you and your family. This is a PDF from truthunedited.com, right? truthunedited.com. I'll probably put that in the caption so you guys can go look this up. But get lamps, get things. I don't advise getting generators, because generators will let people know that you're home. Because if people figure out that you're home and and you have resources, they may try to rob you. I'm just being real. So you want to have resources, but you don't want to let anyone else know that you have resources, because I've seen a lot of things in the world for my age, and I'm only 19, right? And when things get to going, people are only concerned about themselves. And when people's kids are screaming, "Mommy and Daddy, where's my next meal coming from?" and they know you have resources, you better believe that they're probably going to try to break in your house. And I'm not wishing death on nobody or nothing like that, but I'm keeping it real. I like to say this is a page in reality. It's the reality show, whatever you want to call it. I know Jeremiah likes to use that term a lot, but the reality show, this is what this is. And so with that being said, get lamps, get things to help you. Also, during the time of the collapse, I haven't said this part, but when the collapse comes, it's going to be best to destroy your phones, because you don't want the government tracking you. I'm just being real. Destroy your phones. When the collapse happens, when the Most High, when things collapse, go ahead and destroy all your technological stuff, because most likely an EMP is already going to be hit by that time, and it's not going to even matter anymore. But get things that are specific to you and your family. Get feminine products, right? Get as much water as possible that you can fit. And yes, I know that you may not have room for it. I don't have room for it. But it's not about being comfortable in our own houses necessarily, because the minute we follow Yahushua HaMashiach, the minute we decided to follow after him and the Father, right? Any sense of comfortability and anything else like that went out the window the minute we started following him. So again, get lamps. I advise against generators, because that's just going to give a big hey, everybody, I'm home. I advise against cooking on like grills. Get a butane stove. Again, the goal is to make sure that no one knows that you're home. Get batteries. Get a ham radio, so that you can hear the news, but so that you can understand the narrative. Because when this goes down, there's going to be a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of, how do they say it? There's going to be the media's going to be running their narrative of misinformation, and they're going to try to lead you and guide you. So really, honestly, on this PDF. Just, there's probably a lot of other things, but again, make sure what is specific to you and your family. Do you take medications? What do you need to survive? And of course, I'm not telling you to put the resources over these sources, because a lot of people will hear a message like this, they'll go train, they'll go get in the gym, they'll help their body, but then they'll go sit under the mind control techniques of their enemy. And that's the last thing I want you to do, family. I want you to understand this, and I'm putting this out so you have a preparation list. So, because a lot of people say get this and that. This is I'm trying to give you a visual to what that looks like. And so with that being said, the main thing is not letting anybody know you're home. In John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me, listening to his voice, getting in the word. Again, whenever God goes down, destroy your phones. Your phone, you're not going to be able to call out, make videos or anything. When the class goes down, when they hit that EMP, your phone's fried anyway, so it's not going to be any good to destroy it. It's just a tracking device, to be real with you. It's just a police state, it's going to be a police device for the police state that will be the United States. So with that being said, just know that I love you guys. Again, be incognito. No one knows you're home. No one knows what you have. And again, when a collapse happens, it is not time to break down and try to explain the end of the world is coming. I get if the Most High leads you to help a person or barter to give resources to a person to bring them to the testimony, but you have to think, we are family. I felt y'all have to understand this, but we are in spiritual war. That spiritual war is about to become physical soon. Oh, Revelation. You gotta, like when Yahusha cursed the fig tree in Mark, it didn't die until the next thing, because there's a delay between the spiritual and the physical realm. That doesn't mean that the Most High is slow, but there's a delay. And what a miracle is when the Most High reaches in, and you know what I mean. And it's basically like an emergency contact, like you just rips into through time and space. And Stephen Darby released that revelation a while ago. But you guys have to understand that it is not the time to tag people along. By this time, the wheat and the tares will be already separated, and those of us who are of the wheat will be preparing for the second Exodus. Now, when is it? I don't know. John 10:27. Again, that's what I'm always my reference point. My sheep hear my voice and they follow it. Follow him. This is not a joke. This is not a game. We are at war, family. This war. I didn't even finish my point. When war happens physically, there's already been war in the spirit. What happens first? What happens in the physical must first happen spiritually. So if there's war physically, there's going to be war in the spirit, man. I'm telling you. This is no game. There's going to be a lot of people in your life that are agents to try to siphon information out of you, to be monitoring spirits. It's going to be just like that whenever the collapse comes. I'm telling you, people are not your friend. Watch the movie Leave the World Behind. I'm probably going to re-release and repost some videos on that, because there is so much that is happening. And again, these characters are very symbolic of the things to come. So with that being said, just know that I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video, family. Shalom.